Shalom. It's Samat coming to you in the spirit power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and double honor to the elders and apostles from Tahar on down. And peace bless to the brothers that's doing this work in truth and in sincerity. So I want to start off Proverbs 17:17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Okay, a friend loveth all times, no matter if you're up, down, if you're struggling, going through something, a friend is going to love at all times. And that love is an action word, okay? It's not something that you just say, it's something that you show, something that you do. Okay, so a friend is going to extend that helping hand. A friend is going to be there for you when you stumble, when you fall, at all times, whether you're at your highest or at your lowest, a true friend. That's why the scripture says, be not too quick to prove a friend, roughly paraphrasing. And it says a brother is born for adversity. Okay. So in this truth, we have, we're brothers and friends in arms, ultimately. We all share the same spirit, essentially. We're all of like mind. We all striving for the same reward and the same, glory, ultimately. And through that, we have an understanding of one another, and we know what it feels like for one of us to, be in adversity, for one of us to be down on our outs and, and lacking and suffering, if you will. And through those times, as brothers, we're going to be there for each other in any way we're able to. Any way we're able to, help, any way we're able to assist, uplift, enlighten, that was what we're going to do. So, you have to surely understand that the brotherhood and this truth is very important, and not to take it lightly, and not even just to take it lightly, but to ultimately, take advantage of it, in a righteous way. Part of taking advantage of this truth is, or the brotherhood is to, ultimately, lean on brothers, confide in brothers, help brothers as well. Help brothers on their journey, because that's going to circle back to yourself, because which I'm about to grab now. This is Sirach chapter 37:12, or Ecclesiasticus 37:12. It says, "But be thou continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry." Exactly. That's why it says a brother is known, or is born, is for adversity. Okay? Because that godly man that you are with continually, he's going to be able to sup with you when you hit rock bottom, when you fall and when you miscarry and when you make a mistake. He's going to be there to be able to understand and comprehend the very thing that you're going through, because that very time he's probably likely going through something similar himself. So he'll be able to provide a beautiful, righteous insight. And even if he haven't gone through it himself, just circling back to us being in the same faith and the same spirit, he's likely to assist you and give you spiritual understanding and spiritual, advice that's ultimately going to benefit you, because there's a lot of advice in this world that people will give, and a lot of that advice is subjective. A lot of that advice is empty, but hearing this truth, is sound, because it comes straight from the scriptures ultimately, of course, made plain upon table and reflected upon real life events or real life situations, but ultimately it doubles back down to, just being of the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai ultimately. So let's go ahead and grab another scripture. I'm not going to make this too long. I really just wanted to, share a few scriptures, share a few words, just expressing, the importance of the brotherhood, man, because, I got a lot of beautiful brothers around me, man, that, over the years I've cultivated, beautiful relationships with, and these are a good group of guys, man, very humble, just even outside of just the truth, you realize that, brothers is really cool, man. And, you want the best for brothers, and you want brothers to succeed. You want to see brothers succeed. And so, in that natural selflessness, of you wanting to see other brothers succeed, is ultimately what's going to help propel you to your success. And we know, and when I say success or succeed, I just pretty much mean anything a brother puts his hands to. First and foremost, specifically speaking on, things that pertain to the spirit, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, faith, mercy, doing the works, and then everything else that follows that, man. So let's go ahead and grab this. This is this is Ecclesiastes 4, and I'm going to start at 9. And I'm going to read to 12. It says, 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up. Again, if 2 lie together when they have heat, but how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, 2 shall withstand, and him and threefold cord is not quickly broken, man. So ultimately, just having that brother, having that spiritual backing, outside of just your natural faith in the Lord is a beautiful thing, man, because we ultimately know that the Most High deals, through his men. So, just having that brother there is what's ultimately going to help you, be able to push forward in his truth, And I know for myself speaking, and other brothers that I've talked to and I've, have dialogue with pertaining to certain things like this. And I know they can say the same, man. One brother in particular that comes to mind, probably about a year ago, man, he was, damn near on his way out of the faith, man. Going back into the world, man. I remember it vividly, bro. And that was a beloved brother of mine, man. And I hate to see it. But, the thing about him is he did exactly what I'm saying. He took advantage of the brotherhood, man. He leaned and he relied on us, and he confided in us, and he came to us. Of course, we reached out to him, but he made the initiative to come to us and open up and express himself about what he feels and what he needs and what's going on. And as a result of that, he got a lot of sound advice and understanding, and he got just real positive feedback, man. Not only just emotional, spiritual, and mental support, but even physical support. If the brother needed some funds to help him out of a jam, we was there to do it, man. So, and now that brother is back in the fold, man, doing the work. He was back in the fold shortly after. It was only a small period of time where he was really, damn near on the other side of the fence, man. Call all y'all by Shimmy Hawashai. But that's the power of the brotherhood, man. Because I guarantee you, I'm not going to say I guarantee you, but it's highly likely that I believe that if he didn't have access to the brotherhood like he does, he would have went back into the world, and he would be back in the world, and then ultimately be waiting to be condemned. Through the spirit, that's what I believe. That's why it says, 2 is better than 1. Woe unto him that, when he's alone, when he falleth, who's going to help him up? So let this be an exhortation to brothers that if you have brothers around you, man, don't take it for granted, the brothers that you have around you, okay? And don't be foolish to think that you're bugging a brother because you're reaching out and you're asking for assistance and help and different things like that, man. Don't be foolish to think that. Let me grab one last script here, and I'm gonna end off. Like I said, I don't want to make this too long. This is 1 John 4 and 20. And this is just pretty much going to be a nail in the coffin for you and for other brothers that hear this, all right? So it says, if a man say, I love Yahweh, all right, or I love the Most High, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love the Most High whom he have not seen? And that's plain and simple, man. How can you claim to love the Lord and you haven't even seen him? But yet the very brother that's right in front of you that you have seen, you can feel, you can, talk to, engage with, that very man that you despise him in your heart, man. Or you don't really love him like you say you do. All right, you just, it's all for show, man. It's all for gimmicks, all for games, you know. Or you love that brother conditionally, you know, on the condition that he's producing the proper results that you want, or he's living up to the par that you want him to live up to, but not for the spirit that's within him. You know, obviously you got some guys in this that are, you know, that have, you know, bad spirits on them, and you can feel that out, man. But you're talking about the sincere, genuine brothers, man. So don't take the brotherhood for granted, man, and take advantage of it, man, in a righteous way. All right. Use the brothers around you. If you don't have brothers around you, I highly implore you to go reach out to brothers that's within arm's length. And even if you don't have brothers directly in your city, man, go on a comment board. Go. It's brothers are on Instagram. Brothers are on TikTok. All right, hit brothers up on a comment board, man. Make and establish those connections, because they're ultimately going to serve you in the long and the short run, man. So Lord willing, this video is edifying. Till next time, shalom.